Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we went to break, we are almost in the middle to late game of our next match, which is between forget who it is by now, but let's quit talking and get right back into the action because that makes it a lot easier for everybody. So here we go. Oh, Sam and 4X. Sam putting him in that shooter, but 4X is going to spin out of it. 4X elbows Sam in the face. Sam says no. Pull back spine buster. Sam's going to duck on the outside. Going to take the announce table, tear it to pieces. Sam. 4X kicks. Sam punches. 4X hits. Hits the baseline. The bass drop hits. 4X moves on. Sam took a little too long and got caught. And 4X is going to move on. As our brackets update. Next is going to be our newest talent in the FSCW and one of our veterans, Sean Sharp, against DJ Adina. From the little bit of information I have on Mr. Sharp, he is the cutting edge of sports entertainment. So whatever the hell that means. So as we're getting set up over here. Match creator. First to finisher. Yeah, but this Sean Sharp. I'm trying to say that 15 times fast, but he's our newest talent. We're still in the works of getting all the information, but as far as we know, according to his self-moniker, he is the cutting edge of sports entertainment. From my understanding, he was somewhat trained in the Nexus division, also trained with some MMA, and also trained in a bunch of other mixed martial arts moves. So, the cutting edge Sean Sharp. His finisher is called the Cutting Edge. So it'll be interesting to see what he pulls that out of. As the shirt says, the cutting edge of sports entertainment. So this is kind of a part of his contract that he was supposed to get paid a lot more, but he asked that if he could, he'll take a pay cut if he could get into this tournament. So he turned in a lot of money and turned in an option. So he's against Dean, who actually got his right clothing in finally. And Adina's actually in town right now. He's going to be at UMACon this weekend, Thursday through Sunday. So it'll be good to come in and visit. Or in the Michigan area at least. So here we go. This debut Sean Sharp against DJ Adina. Well, he looks like an MMA guy. Here we go. Adina's going to open the match up with a headlock, twisting neck breaker. Adina is getting right behind him. Teardrop suplex. Adina drops a leg drop. Adina twisting neck breaker. Jesus Christ. Adina's not even going to let this new guy out even on the blocks. He's backing up. They're going to lock up. Adina's going to get behind him. Spin him around. Pull back twisting backbreaker. And Adina's all over Shane. It's all over Sean right now. He's going to avoid that. He can't even get out of the block. Adina's all over him right out the gate. Adina is all over Shane. What the fuck? They're going to try and lock up. Single leg. Sharp's trying to get there at a stalemate. Adina's going to get in there. Elbow to the face. Adina spins him around, clothesline. Adina's gonna call for it. To have a nice day. And Shane is out. What the fuck happened there? Sharp couldn't even get out of the blocks. We'll have to look into that. But regardless, it happened. Alright, we're into our second round now. It'll be Marsh against Avery. Now, we have no idea what the hell happened. That was, something is not right in that one, man. But here's our second round. Yeah, we don't need the entrances. Seeing everybody doing their thing, so. Here we go. Marsh is going to open up with some right hands. They're going to lock up in the center. Marsh goes to the headlock. Drake counters with a waist lock, counters with a headlock. Marsh counters that into a headlock of his own. Pull back clothesline. Marsh picks up Drake. Marsh goes to the headlock. Big drop toe hold. Goes for the forearm shiver, nobody home. Marsh can go to the waist lock. Drake's going to counter it. And Drake going to scoop slam Marsh. Float over neck breaker. Drake grabs his arm, goes to the wrist lock. Marsh is going to counter that into a hammerlock and push Drake away. Avery kicks the midsection. Marsh is going to grab that arm again. Avery's going to counter it to a headlock of his own. Hip toss. Drake up to there, kick to the midsection, doing that little stand-up drive-by. Spinning leg drop. Flipping senton, kicks to the midsection, goes to the headlock. Manhattan drop. Goes back to that wrist. Avery hits the Russian leg sweep. Flipping senton. Drake goes to the headlock. Spine buster. And Drake. Basement drop kick. Drake all over Marsh right now. Marsh is going to counter with a DDT of his own. Big match. Marsh is going to get caught in the headlock. Marsh is going to counter, break up the count. Marsh is going to go to the headlock. Drake counters to the waist lock. Backside suplex. Drake goes to kick midsection. Marsh decides to punch him in the face instead. Marsh goes to the wrist lock. Right next to the elbow to the throat. Drops the elbow. Big right hand. Flip over. Beautiful tilt-a-whirl arm drag. And that arm bar submission. But Marsh is going to power out of it. Drake going to go to the wrist lock. Hits the fall away neck breaker. Marsh goes to the waist lock. Drake's going to counter it to the headlock. Leg lariat. Hits that spinning leg lariat. Drake going to go up to the legs now. Drake's going to pick up Marsh, put him in there, and they're going to run into each other. Hits that drop kick, that drop salt. Drake gonna get run into again on the other side. Avery throws Marsh into the ropes, and they run into each other again. Marsh is going to go for the headlock. Drake's going to counter it to the headlock of his own. Marsh gets dumped in the corner. Drake going up the high rit district. And corner bomb. Drake. He's going the counter mutilation. But Marsh is going to fight his way out of it and just kick Drake right in the back of the head. Hits that drop salt. And Blitz, what's he got in mind? He's going for a long time, but Marsh is going to block him. Drake gets stunned by that, gets bounced into the corner. Marsh going to sit out neck breaker him. We know Drake's loaded. Marsh is going to stay on the offense, see if he can outman him, but Drake's going to catch him up, hit the drop salt. Marsh is going to fight him off. Drake's going to go to the waist lock. Flipping over neck breaker. Drake goes for that mid kick. Goes to the headlock. Marsh is going to counter it into a Manhattan drop. Or atomic drop. Hits the DDT. Marsh is going to just tee off on Drake's face.
This is electric. This attack to the Skull King. One has to be thinking about the possibility.
Marsh drops the elbow. Drops the elbow. Drake rolls away. Goes right back to that mid kick again. Catches twice. There's 3 times. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. Marsh is going to get out of the way finally. 8. Sidestepping those kicks. Drake's going to counter it, do a headlock. Marsh is going to counter that, go to a headlock of his own. Drake goes out into a wrist lock. Marsh is going to fight out of it, hammerlock, and push him away. And another drop kick. And Drake working on the legs now. Oh, neck breaker. Drake picks Marsh up. Stud. Marsh is going to catch him with a right hand. Marsh, shoulder thrust. Pull back clothesline. Marsh going for that sit out neck breaker. Another neck breaker, working that neck. And one more time for good measure, trying to equal out all those kicks that Drake just threw at him. Marsh is going up top. Drops the elbow. Hits the elbow, that's it. Marsh moves on. As our brackets update. Next up's going to be Sean William, 13. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, up for our next matchup. Freak Show 13, here we go. Freak Show opens with a kick to the midsection right out the gate, runs into a hip toss. 13 picks up Freak Show, kicks to the midsection, goes to the headlock. 13's going to counter a headlock of his own. It hit that goddamn high ankle neck breaker. 13 goes to the headlock, hits a face buster. 13 punches to the right, to the face with that right cross. 13 throws Freak Show into the corner. William, 13 drives Freak Show right through the midsection. Freak Show's going to roll away from it. Goes for a kick, sidesteps, but then he gets a forearm to the back. Goes to the headlock, goes to the counter. 13 hits a twisting layout shot. 13 goes to the waist lock. Hits a cravat suplex. And hits a Manhattan drop. $13 over the arm. Hits a fallaway slam. And Freak Show's going to do the same thing. These two have trained together and they've known each other for a while, so they watched a lot of tape. Big knee to the midsection. $13, half and half. Freak Show goes to the headlock. Freak Show forearm to the back now, goes back to that, work on that neck. Freak Show all over 13 early on. And of course he wants the announce table. Hits the teardrop. 13's gonna fight out of it. The clothesline drops the elbow. And 13, Freak Show's gonna counter it. And they're just playing mind games now. And Freak Show hits the DDT. Goes to the 5 count. Freak Show gets back in the ring. 13 gets back in the ring. 13 punches in the face. Goes to the wrist lock. Counters to the waist lock. Goes to the headlock. 13 throws Freak Show into the corner. As Freak Show sidesteps him and drives his giant thigh right through there. Goes to the Rings of Saturn submission hold. And 13's going to power his way out of it. Freak Show goes to the headlock. Whips him into the corner. Forearm to the back. Freak Show putting 13 on the top. Going for a superplex.
Man, this is one of those matches you just like to sit back and...
Freak Show picks him up and here he goes. Setting up. Teardrop. Teardrop. German. Freak Show's primed and ready for the Devil Driver. Oh, he's going to go to the corner. Oh, Freak Show. What's he got in mind? It's a gore. Hits the spear. It's over. 13 gets destroyed. Freak Show moves on with that explosive spear out of the corner. Next up's going to be Rico and DJ 4X. Here we go. Next matchup, ladies and gentlemen. One more video. Let's see this real quick. Rico and 4X. Here we go. 4X goes with those hamstrings right out the gate. That kicking feint of his. 4X dumps Rico into the corner. Springboard Bulldog. 4X goes to the headlock. Hits the leg lariat. 4X goes to the wrist lock. Rico counters to the headlock. And Drake. And Rico hits the rebound German suplex. Forex goes to the wrist lock. Hits the elbow to the throat. Rico hits the DDT. Trying to keep 4X off balanced. Drops the elbow. Body leg, just adding more insult to injury. Body scissors, elbow to the face. Rico drops the elbow. punch to the face. Rico goes to the wrist lock. Rico sends 4X into the corner. Big shoulder block. And Rico gonna kick. Drive that thigh of his right into the wash of 4X's face. 4X goes to the waist lock. Rico counters. Running DDT. Stomps on 4X. Pulls him back up. Rico sit out net breaker. Rico sends 4X into a hip toss. And springboard. Hits that spine buster. Rico's calling for it early on. Rico, he's gonna steal his own finisher. Rico steals 4X's base drop and wins. Shit. So messed up the camera fell. Rico steals the base drop. As our brackets update once again. Frankie and Adine. This will be interesting. Here we go, the final of the quarterfinals. Adine had an easy one. I don't think it's going to be too easy this one. Adine, right out the gate, goes right after Frankie, right in his face to the wrist lock. Pull back, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Jesus. Adine goes to the headlock. Frankie counters it to the wrist lock. Drop toe hold. Frankie goes to the headlock. Adine eats a shoulder to the throat. A pullback clothesline to follow it up. Frankie goes to the wrist lock. Adine counters the headlock. Frankie's gonna counter that into the wrist. And hits that boot right to that arm to the bicep, all the way up to the shoulder. Goes for that heel kick, but nobody home. Adine throws Frankie into the corner. Gets behind him. Teardrop suplex. Spinning leg drop. Raising move. Frankie pounces on him. Frankie jumps up to the waist lock. And hits a backside suplex of his own. Frankie goes to the headlock. Adine counters. They lock it up. Pullback. Backbreaker. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Jesus Christ. Spinning leg lariat just catches Frankie. Frankie goes to the headlock. Hits the jawbreaker. Frankie hits the running neck breaker. Frankie dives behind with a waist lock. Hits the teardrop suplex. I should say the backside suplex. Frankie, big back body drop. And we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen.